friends.
Hi.
I should say good evening, friend. Oh, there. Now it's a plural, friends. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dozen Cats. This is my friend Anna Banana. We're here to do some full moon readings for y'all. Thank you for being here, Anna.
Anytime.
You'll be so sorry that you said that. Hello to everyone. I just want to quickly tell you about the full moon. I want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm not trying to rush it, but we know that Ron is going live at 8:30, and we want to be done by 8:30 so that everyone can head on over to watch Ron. So this particular full moon is called the blood moon. From what I understand, it has many names, but we'll go with that one. It's going into Aries, and it's a super moon, so it will be lit up for 2 nights, which is lovely. And basically what this is about is fully embracing our independence and balancing our needs, right? Full moons are always a great opportunity to set intentions and to sort of get rid of the baggage from the past, bring in more joy, right? Lift your vibration, because we're all about that, my friends. We're all about lifting the vibration. And so if you have any full moon rituals that you do, right? Light a candle, polish up your crystals, make some moon water. I do something that's extremely scientific. I write my intentions on a piece of paper, stick them in a baggie, and tape them to the window where the moon goes over, because sometimes it's just too cold here in Canada to go outside. But that's what I do. It's not that big of a deal, but I literally feel like I've done something to use the power of the moon to help me, right? So there you have it. So lots of people here. Let us know if you want a full moon reading. It's a 3-card spread coming from the Moonology book. We cannot take credit for it. Let's say hi, shall we? Sorry, I'm a little bit crazy tonight, friends. I want y'all to know that I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and I literally have been sat here since 7:30 this morning till about a half an hour ago when I decided to get up from my chair. And I've been working all day on something that I'm preparing for my channelversary. And my eyeballs at this moment are sort of mimicking my pendulum swinging around in my head. So if I seem a little bit goofy, that's what it is. We have Pierrette White is in the house. Thank you for being here. Ron Unconditional Love has popped in to say hello. Thank you, Ron, for being here. Miriam is in the house. Hello, Miriam. Steve is here. Good to see you, Steve. Thank you for being here. Ivana is in the house. Gypsy JJ is in the house.
Yeah, if Ron wants a reading, I'd like it to be put in early so that we don't slow him down for getting ready for his live.
Absolutely. Cardamancy Mesquite has joined us. Hello, Cardamancy. Good to see you. Let us know if you want a full moon reading, and we will get to it, as they say. So, just want to quickly say thank you to everyone who popped in and participated in Thanks Spirit It's Friday yesterday. It was so awesome to get back to that. It was a lot of fun, as it always is, with Gerald and Ben. And it is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend, so I'm not going to be doing my Sunday show as I normally do, and I will be off on Monday. So I'm just letting everyone know that. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you, my friend. I got you, Gypsy JJ. All right. Pierrette, I got you. Okay, so let's start with Miriam. And we'll go back.
Ivana's above her.
Yeah, I got her.
Okay.
Not the way I started. I got Ivana.
Oh,
to her.
I keep forgetting that when you're the channel host, you get stuff differently. I just see the blue.
Thank you, Amanda. She says, good evening. I rather like it when you're goofy. Gee, thanks. All right, Miss Miriam. Miss Miriam, what does Miss Miriam need to know? So, I won't put the banner up because then I have to click back and forth, and that's just too much for my little brain tonight.
Okay, Miss Miriam. You need to release the idea that you're a fledgling, that you're a beginner. You're not. You have grown so much that you can no longer live under the illusion that you don't know anything, that you're just a beginner. You need to let that go. With letting that go, Spirit is showing you that you have actually completed more than you believe. There we go. And it's been a complicated road. It's like this lesson ties in with this lesson, and you didn't realize it to begin with.
Whoa.
But that's what you're being shown. How they tied into each other so that you can get the full understanding of the lessons that you have learned. Once you accept those lessons, you will no longer be in denial of to who you really are. It's not out of reach. Your connection to what it is you truly wish to manifest is within grasp. If you truly understand the connection for the lessons that you have been given throughout your lifetime. And I really like that. It's right there within your hand. You just have to reach for it.
Yes, ma'am. This is what I got for you, Miriam. We start out with the first card is what is falling your way or what you need to release. Take time to breathe out. Right? I got you, Andrea. And I got you, M. Steve. Taking time to breathe out, right? Sometimes we just forget because we're so busy trying to get to the place. We forget to stop and enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey. Take the moment in, right? Understand maybe there's some lessons that we need to learn, right? What is the full moon illuminating for you? We have this beautiful card of friendship. Okay. Hi, Gina. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So there's someone around you that is very supportive of you, someone that is around you that is there to listen, to hold your hand, to appreciate you, to be your shoulder, to be your giggle partner, and also to be, your ear if you need it. So that's lovely. What comes next? Now, of course, because, Spirit's trying to mess with me today because literally I'm like trying to rush through this because I don't want to go over. And of course, I got 3 cards, because that's just the way it goes. So, but Miriam loves the purple card. So I sort of feel like this was talking to Miriam directly. So the first card that we have, Miriam, is solitude. Like I said, getting quiet, right? In silence, peace prevails. In silence, peace prevails. Get quiet. Get quiet, get in touch, right? Be still like a tree, that kind of idea. We have desert passage. And this is a hard one here, friends. Trust there is a divine plan. We had this yesterday in the daily read, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head right now, had left me a comment about a quote, and I said I never heard that, but the quote was something about like judgment is past experience, or bad experience, or bad judgment equals an experience, or something like that. And I was like, that's really interesting, but I can't, because of my anxiety, allow myself to think in those kind of, like, with those negative words attached to it, right? And so I want to say to you, in that moment when things might not make sense, or they get quiet, or you're trying to get quiet to make things make sense to you, maybe you don't see what it is. Maybe it's like the forest for the trees. Like, you just can't see. Just try to trust one foot in front of the other. Don't try to trust that you're going to get to the other side of the forest, or you're looking for the breadcrumb trail or whatever it is. Don't worry about that. I know it's really hard to do that, but try really, really, really hard to just one foot in front of the other and see how that feels, right? Allow yourself to sort of like, wow, this is good. Because what you're doing is literally motivating yourself to keep moving forward without actually getting all in your head about the outcome, right? This is about now, not about 2 weeks from now or next week or whatever. Does that make sense? Anna's looking at me going, no.
Because I'm trying to verify that I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're basically, if I understood correctly, kind of saying, try to release the need for control of the destination and just focus on the next step.
Yeah. One foot in front of the other, one thing at a time, one step at a time. We have the last card here, Miriam, of Valiant Courage, right? Take action with passion. And this is, so those 3 cards literally are how you're doing this, right? You're going to get quiet, right? That's when the answers come. That's when the peace prevails. You've got the desert passage, right? Where trust that there's a divine plan, right? Have confidence and faith as each step that you take, there is a reason why you're taking that. There's a plan you don't need to know the answer to, right? And to take action with passion, right? That's the driving force behind the footsteps, if that makes sense. I don't know where that
actually, that's beautiful. Take action with passion. Don't do anything that doesn't have an emotional attachment to it.
Yeah. I hope that makes sense, Miriam. I thank you very much for being here and for asking the question. Gina M., thank you, my friend. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to my Canadian friends and family. And I have my shirt on to represent. All right. So we have Miss Ivana up next. All right, my friends. Card for Ivana. Which cards do I want to use? Hi, Spiritual Rain. Miriam says, thanks for the reminder to breathe out. Haven't done much of that today, friends. Yes, I have some wonderful ones. Yes, this makes sense to release the need to control the outcome. Awesome. I thank you very much for that.
Okay, Ivana, dear. I don't know how well this is going to connect with you, but this is what I've got. You need to let go of the messages, the things that you have been told. And I take that as the negative, the put downs, the doubts that are whispered into your mind, whether they are actually from somebody else or they're from yourself, or you believe that they're from spirit. You need to let go of those negative messages. Because, my darling, you are magic. You have the ability to summon anything that you desire. And if you can let go of that negativity that slows you down and gives you doubt, you can summon that magic, which gives you the focus to go where you want to go, to make your mark in however you believe your mark should best be represented.
I feel like I should just say what Anna said, like Anna. and the only reason why I say that is because my cards literally mimic what you just said. So,
oh wow, that's beautiful.
What is falling away, Ivana, is talk less and feel more. And I have to be honest with you guys that this keeps coming up, right? In the readings that I've been doing during the day and different readings that I've done throughout the week, this keeps coming up, this idea of being still, being quiet, and really trying to take it in and get associated with yourself. It's like almost like, not to be trite, but like taking a moment to smell the flowers. It feels like that kind of vibe. So that's what is falling away. What's falling away what you need to forgive in this particular case, because that's literally what it says in the book, is this idea that if you distract yourself enough and if you keep yourself busy enough, perhaps you won't feel it as much. Right? What is the full moon trying to illuminate? Conflict. And I won't go into that, because only you know if that resonates or not. And I think that you know what that is about. I think that you're conflicted within yourself, not necessarily with the situation, right? What comes next? So if you let go of the need to keep yourself busy and distracted because, avoidance and procrastination actually makes the stress worse, then the conflict is going to be right in front of you. And then you're going to have to deal with it. And once you deal with that conflict, that's what happens.
Right? Oh, beautiful.
The healing light, right? You're shining brightly because you've invited more joy and more peace, right? And you deserve that. Hi, Kiba. You deserve that, Ivana. You are such a lovely, lovely individual. And I mean, I love you to bits. And, I want that for you. I want you to shine brightly. I really, really do. Yep. I'm not saying that no one else does. I just mean, like, I know that you're this wonderful person and you deserve to shine brightly. So allow yourself to shine, my friend. All right. We have Miss Cartomancy Mesquite up next. Ivana says, thank you, Kelly and Anna, for this reading. It is right on. And Miriam says, healing light is you, Ivana. That's very sweet. All right. My friends. What's that?
I'm shuffling and a card falls out and I'm thinking it's just one card. It's 4.
There you go. Oh, that's nice, Kiba. Kiba says, I agree with you, Kelly, on Ivana. She's a very bright light. Whoop, hello.
Apparently, Cartomancy, my love.
Cartomancy needs some cards.
Okay, what you need to let go of is the belief that you're not sufficiently worthy.
Yes.
You have gotten where you are in your life because you busted your butt to get there. You did not sit back twiddling your thumbs and let life happen to you. You made the steps necessary to get where you are. And that alone makes you worthy. Most especially, it makes you worthy in your own eyes if you open up and look at yourself as you truly are. Okay.
Oh, she's getting all in her feels, friends.
Yeah, I did.
I felt it. I would hand you a tissue, but I'm all the way over here.
Yeah. What is being illuminated is a risk that you need to take, or that you can take if you're willing to Remember who you are. Remember what you deserve, and go after it. It's not that you don't know how to do it, but at the present moment, you're not trusting yourself to get where you want to go. And Spirit is telling you, you need to take the risk. Remind yourself who you really are. Along with that comes honesty. Spirit wants you to be honest with yourself about who you are. Be honest with those around you, what you want. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be fulfilled. And sitting on the sidelines is not what Spirit wants for you. You're supposed to navigate your path, not let everybody else navigate it for you. And only through honesty with self and those you care about can you navigate your path. And if you manage to do that, you are given the choice of what you really want. Because you're not a simple woman. You don't just want one thing. There are lots of different things that you want. You will be given the choice of what you want to go after most. Yes, dear.
I'll take one of those. Listen, I'm kidding, of course.
No, that first card really had me. It was like, ouch. Okay.
All right, my friend, Miss Ange, this is what I've got for you. So what is falling away? What do you need to forgive? Now, this may seem like a bit of a stretch, okay? We start out with abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So what is falling away and what you need to sort of push to the behind is the concept of exactly what Anna was getting on those cards that she just gave you. This idea that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve whatever it is that you want. You can do anything. Anything, my friend. Anything. What is the full moon illuminating? We got the friendship card again, right? I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And of course, because I am who I am, and I try to shuffle the cards, and they wanted to talk to cartomancy, so we've got 3. And this is beautiful. So what comes next? So if you can let that fall away, the concept or the idea that you don't deserve something, that you haven't, like, I don't know what that block is, but that you don't deserve a happiness, I want to say. And you tap into the support in your soul tribe that's around you, right? That can lift you up. You get to unleash your kindest self to the world. Let everyone, that's just beautiful, is it not?
It is beautiful.
Unleash your kindest self. Because your blocks are down, your wall is coming down, right? You don't have to fight anymore. And you don't have to, have someone in front of you, like with your suit of armor on, to protect yourself, because it's just you saying, hey, I'm here. This is really cool. We've got these 2 cards that go hand in hand. Focus on the positive and clear your mind. They literally are connected, right? If you can clear your mind, then you can focus on the positive. And if you focus on the positive, your mind is cleared, right? Your clutter starts to all of a sudden become less cluttered, if that makes sense. My friend.
Becomes more focused and more powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As I say so many times, we all have that sparkle within us. You deserve to have your sparkle seen by others. The world deserves to see your sparkle. So, sparkle. So, sparkle.
I love how those two cards just meshed so well.
Yeah. I love you, my friend. I want to see you sparkle. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Oh, nice. She's getting ready to go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Hi, Amanda.
You know, I find it funny that that's still around.
I've never seen it. You are very welcome, Cardomancy. All right, so Gypsy JJ is up next. Sorry, my phone is going crazy. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. There you have it. Miss Gypsy JJ. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with us. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Appreciate your support. Anna Banana's channel is in the description box below the video. If you would like to show her some love, if you're not already subscribed to her channel, she does daily videos every day. And of course, you know, I'm crazier than a wet hen. You know, I'm like pretty much here all the time. And I'm, you know, share with a friend, because Kelly is almost at 500 subscribers. And that would be lovely as my channel reaches its year anniversary to, you know, get my community tab. That would be amazing. So I thank everyone for their support, for being here, for hanging out with us. Hi, Silver.
Okay. Excuse me. Gypsy dear. Being asked to let go of what you think is forbidden. Nothing is forbidden to you. We are all part of the universe. We were designed to thrive in whichever direction we wish to go. Therefore, if somebody tells you, no, you can't go there. No, you shouldn't go there. Don't listen to them. If your passion is driving you to go in a specific direction, go there. Stop listening to other people telling you it's impossible. With that, Spirit is illuminating, I forgot how they worded this, the house of night, which is belonging. We all belong someplace. A lot of us do not know where that is because we allow ourselves to fall into...
We think about it too much.
Yeah, and at the same time, allow ourselves to fall into these societal restrictions that are placed on what is and isn't proper, what is and isn't acceptable. You need to find out where you are happiest, where you fit best. And if you stop letting people tell you where you can and cannot go, you will find your slot in life where you can thrive to the fullest extent possible. Now with that, because when the cards fell out, there were 4 of them. What will come next is the confidence in yourself, the true understanding of who and what you are and your place in this world. In the sense that we're all connected to the universe and we all have a specific plan in mind. You will finally feel confident in your place within your community because you'll finally be surrounded by people who understand and accept you for who you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Which will make your ability to meditate seem like cakework. Yep. Your ability to connect to spirit and understand the signs and symbols that they're constantly sending you, that they send all of us, and we have a tendency to overlook because we're so focused on the here and now that we don't take the time to say, oh, wait, this means something. You have the ability to do that, but it will be easier once you allow yourself to be confident in who you are. Okay. That'd be done.
Oh no, Marie, I'm so sorry. Shelby Lisa says, be the freak that you are. Don't worry about others judging you. Like my mother said, these people don't pay your bill, or those people don't pay your bills.
Amen.
All right, Miss Gypsy JJ, this might not make a whole lot of sense in terms of the departments or the categories that we have, but I think that this will make sense to you with that disclaimer. And of course, I did not say in it before, this is for entertainment purposes only. YouTube, please don't put us in jail. No, seriously, because they've been putting a whole lot of readers in jail lately. From like readings from like 6 or 8 months ago. That's what's happening. Linda G just got out of jail, and it happened to Susan Lynn too. So,
Wow.
not that I'm on their level. I'm just saying, right? So, entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, stars and asterisks all over the place. Okay, Gypsy JJ, what is falling away? What are you? What are you able to forgive? What are you able to release? This is a stretch. We have discovering the truth. Okay? You stand in the light of truth. Now, I don't mean to imply by this card that you no longer want the truth, or that you no longer are in search of the truth, that you no longer deal in the element of truth, or the idea or the concept of truth. But if you have been on a mission or a quest, thinking that you're not receiving the truth, that is something that perhaps you might want to let go of, right? And the reason why I say that is, and I have a card to sort of back up what I think, and that is that you already know the answer. You already know the answer. But you don't want to face the answer. You don't want to recognize the answer. You don't want to accept the answer. So you keep looking, but you're not going to find anything. And the more you search for something when you can't find it, what happens? You get frustrated, you get stressed, you get upset, right? So what is falling away? I got 2 cards. Or sorry, not what's falling away. What is the full moon illuminating? The full moon is illuminating, balancing your spirituality and practicality. Right? So literally what I just said, balancing the idea or the concept that your intuition is telling you something, and you're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. When you know it does, right? The second card that I got on that pull was conclusions are within reach. That literally is the full moon tonight, by the way, friends. What we have here in the picture, that's beautiful, right? So conclusions are within your reach if you can find that balance. And how do you find that balance? By recognizing what's right in front of you. And then what comes next for you is Archangel Zedkiel, which I did not pronounce correctly. I apologize. And gratitude, right? It's the abundance that is coming towards you because you have reconciled your balance. Does that make sense? You've restored your equilibrium. You've sort of brought in harmony. So you literally have this sort of overwhelming sort of wave of abundance that's coming towards you, which I mean, that's beautiful. Stop trying to find answers where they're not there. Listen to your intuition. Let it guide you. Your inner knowing. We all have it. We all have it. You know what I mean? Like, don't look for something when you know it's not there kind of idea, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope it resonates, Gypsy JJ. Hello to everyone who's coming in. Andrew
Kind of reminds me of something I used to tell my niece all the time. basically stop looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah, that's a song.
Her need for acceptance
Yes.
made her choose a lot of things that made her life more difficult.
Marcia Green is in the house. Hello, Marcia. Andrew says, I find me grinning. I like it. I like it. All right. So we've done Miriam. We've done Ivana. We've done Cartomancy. We've done Gypsy. We now have Pierrette. Then we have Amanda, then Steve, and then Andrea.
Sweet. We should definitely be done before Ron starts his.
I told you, I'll pull the plug on you. We probably have time for one more. So even though I did say it was close, but yeah, you go ahead and pop it in there, and we'll do our best. Okay, Miss Pierrette. Happy Thanksgiving, Ron and Pierrette, and to anyone else who's in here from Canada. It is our Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. We're all about it.
Not half the deck. Literally, half the deck wanted to flip right over. I'm like, no.
Pierrette's got things that she wants to know. I got you, Ellen. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up for the channel. We appreciate it. Holy. I just want to quickly say, coming up on Dozen Cats this week, coming on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Achieving Wellness, we have Purple Elephant Deb H joining. We're going to be talking about communication. So that's going to be interesting. And then on Friday for Thank Spirit It's Friday, we have Johnny Carroll's Apprentice joining me. And Sunday we have Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden joining us. She does the Oracle Garden. For those of you that may have seen this or recognize this particular package, it's the scarf. So she has a past life garden, and that's what we'll be doing, is past life readings with the garden. So that will be super interesting. So I hope that you guys can join us. Absolutely we do, Ellen.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a 3-card read, but when Pirouette had said, no, I don't think so, we're getting minimum of 5.
We're getting 12.
Ouch. Okay, so Pirouette, my dear, what you need to release is understanding. You do not need to know everything. You are not expected to know everything. If you knew everything, there'd be no mystery to life. Mm-hmm. And mystery is what drives us forward. Release the need to understand everything.
Yep. I got that too.
It's all good. What is being illuminated is actually dual purpose.
It's a beautiful card.
It's a beautiful card for being trapped, for not knowing where to go, for limiting yourself.
That's it, limiting ourselves, yeah.
And you're being illuminated movement, where you can go. You're being shown where you're trapped and how to get out of it. Okay? You deserve the freedom to move in whatever direction you see fit in the moment. You do not have to go down a pathway that is carved out by thousands of other people.
Yep.
Wallow in the freedom of being who you are. You don't need to be trapped in societal restrictions.
Look at the big word she's using tonight.
What you will come next.
And I meant that as a compliment, by the way. That was no shade.
It's all good.
I hope that you know.
I didn't take it as shade in any way.
Well, I love you. It's, I have to say, and I don't know that people know this, that we're friends, right? And so behind the scenes, we toss cards. And oftentimes when you come here and we toss cards, I feel like there's nobody watching us. And so I feel like sometimes I might forget like where I am. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden I was like, that didn't sound.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
No, but I thought, well, that didn't sound very nice. So I better qualify that with a response. I apologize. Sorry, friend.
It's all good, sweetie.
Yes, we do, Marcia.
What comes next? It says obedience, but if you notice, I'll get closer. She has the scales of justice in one hand, her sword beaming light in the other. She is blindfolded. She trusts. This is more about trust than obedience. Yep. It says obedience, but it's more about trust in yourself and your gifts and your lot in life.
Self-discipline.
Yes, thank you. Because the messages are there. Spirit is always talking to you. Trust in the messages that you're being given. Stop listening to other people. Stop doubting yourself. You don't need to understand what the message is. Trust that you got the message, and it will make itself clear when it's necessary.
Yep. Outstanding, my friend. Outstanding. Pierrette says, thank you, Anna. JJ says, checking back into the inner knowing and flowing with it. Thank you, ladies. I am thankful for the wisdom you shared with me. Teresa says, hello. Hello, Teresa. Miss Pierrette, this is what I have for you, love. So what is falling away, or what do you need to sort of forgive, right? Well, this is an interesting one. We have your dreams need a practical plan. So allow me to just show you the cards, and then I'll try to explain what I think that they're saying for you, or to me for you, right? What is the full moon showing or illuminating? We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Marcus. Why is he creeping behind me? He's waving behind the card. I'm like, I don't know that anyone can see that. What comes next? So, literally the same cards. We have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, right? That's a tower. Almost like you're trapped in the tower, like you were trapped inside the birdcage, right? Feeling isolated, feeling stuck. We have the mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. And we have great adventure. Take a risk and venture forward. So I feel like what this is telling you is, and I don't know if I'm right or not. I don't know if someone told you that this is what you need to do, A through G, or, 1 through 12 or whatever, you know what I mean? Like you have to follow some program or something in order for you to show us your best self, show your family your best self, show you your best self. The only plan that you've got to listen to is this plan in here, that the one that your heart tells you to do, right? That's the only one. So I almost want to tell you, if there's a list somewhere, something that you're checking off one by one, like yep, like throw it out. Throw it out. It's probably not the best advice in the world, but like literally allow yourself to believe in yourself and just get on out there. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's cool, Amanda. Amanda says 444 here when I said healing energy runs through you. That's really neat. There you go. That's a confirmation right there, friends. But that's what I feel for you, Pierrette. And I, believe in yourself, believe in your gifts, believe in your ability to do whatever. And I understand that you have situations at home that may complicate things for you, and it may seem like a very difficult path that you're walking or that you're navigating, and I completely understand that. So I don't want you to think that, like, when I'm reading these cards to you, that I'm trying to tell you, like, just walk away from your responsibilities. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when it comes to you personally, not your other responsibilities in your life, just you personally and your gift, allow yourself to believe in who you are. And when, if you have 5 minutes or you have 50 minutes or whatever the case may be, in those 5 or 50 minutes or whatever, right, that's when you get in touch with yourself and just say, like, okay, I'm open, I'm ready. Right? That's all I'm trying to say. So I hope that resonates. Ron is answering all the Canadian Thanksgiving tradition questions. I love it. Yes, we have turkey. We have all kinds of good stuff here. Amanda is up next, and she says, good evening. I rather like it when you're goofy. That was me, because I don't know that she knows you goofy. I know her goofy, and she's funny. She's funny, by the way, friends. Miss Anna.
That me being goofy or me being a smart ass?
Well, I was going to be a smart ass and say, is there a difference? But I won't say that. You know I love you.
Of course.
We would love a reading. My husband has just gone to the store and got groceries, and that's why my phone was going off, because we literally have like a one of those bell things on the garage, on the side of the house, and the front door. So it was like ding, 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 ding. I was like making music with my phone over here. If anybody heard it, I apologize. All right, Miss Amanda Ellis. Or Engels. Is it Engels? Are you holding on to your glasses trying to see, or you just got your hand resting?
Even though these glasses are technically bifocals,
right?
The writing on this thing is so small and in such a fainted color, I had to remove my glasses in order to read it.
I got you, honey. Sorry to point that out to everybody. That was really not very kind of me. That little mini chakra love deck that I have in some of this, like for the root chakra or for the third eye chakra, the color is so dark and the writing is so tiny that y'all have seen me. I've taken the card and went like, what?
Let me see if I can get this. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to take my glasses off to see it. It was hard. Okay, Amanda, darling. What you need to let go of, it says, is listening. Okay.
Yes.
But listening is not just done with the ears. Listening is also done with the eyes. If you're observant, you notice body language and you adjust yourself to the situation based on the body language more than the words that are coming out of their mouths.
Interesting card.
Well, yes, you do need to listen in order to get a different perspective. It is not necessary for you to absorb everything that is being said and take ownership of it. It's not yours to own. And I don't know why I just said it that way, but yeah, it's not yours to own.
That way.
Stop holding on to other people's baggage.
My cards are telling me why you said it that way. So
okay, sweet. What is being illuminated?
Such a pretty picture.
Is a risk that you will have the potential to take if you're willing to do it. A brand new beginning that's strictly for you, not for the pleasure of a family member, not for the pleasure of a partner, strictly for the pleasure of you. And if you actually follow through with it, you will gain a better understanding of yourself and your place in the world. Those voices that you may acknowledge or may not acknowledge that actually direct a lot of the steps that you take in life will no longer have that impact on you, because you will understand who you are, why you're here, and what, most importantly, what you want. Not what everybody else wants, not what makes everybody else happy, not what makes everybody else secure. What you want. Okay.
Miss Amanda, this is what I got for you. I just want to say up front, I feel like someone's pushing your buttons. And if someone's pushing your buttons, you know, opinions are their problem, not yours, right?
I say opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one and they all stink.
Or you could look at it like that. So the first
hey, I said that and honesty fell out. I was just being honest.
Yep. You crack me up, honestly. I love this picture. This picture is really unique, right? So her dress, her dress is like, you know, imagine if you lift up your skirt and see what's on the other side. Don't say anything. Right? We've got hidden motivations. So this is what is falling away. So I don't know if someone is pushing your buttons. I don't know if someone is like messing with you. If there's a situation that is making you slightly paranoid or like double think, you know what I mean? It feels like a situation has occurred and you can't really let it go. You can't get past it, right? Something in that situation made you feel like something was directed at you or was coming for you. And I feel like maybe you put your boundaries up and you're trying to protect yourself. Which, I mean, that's smart. But if you put too much focus on it, you can actually make that situation way, way more powerful in a negative way towards yourself, right? What is the full moon showing me? The full moon is showing you friendship. Okay. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I don't know, again, if there's someone that is, again, pushing your buttons, making you think that things are happening when things aren't happening, or vice versa. There's something there, and only you know the answer to that, right? What comes next? We have purpose. I know what I'm here to do. In other words, I'm not going to be walked on. I'm not going to be a doormat. I'm not going to be abused or used in any form nor fashion, right? You are a person. You have thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and you deserve to live your best life on your terms, right? It's your contract, not someone else's. So if someone's telling you what to do or pushing you into doing something that you don't feel that you should do, girlfriend, stand in your power. Now, this is interesting because I got this card here, and I have to tell you, I don't know why I picked it up. I literally pulled my cards, and while Anna was talking, I went over to the deck, and I don't ever do this, but I cut it. I just picked it up. I just cut it, picked it up, and I went, oh, crap, there it is, right there. So, there you go. I didn't read that. I didn't read that until just now.
That's why I was going like that. I was like, and that explains it.
Yep. There you go. So, all right, that deserves another card, shall we? Hold on. I'm just going to cut it. There you go. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. So in other words, don't if this person is like ghosting you or stalking you or doing anything to you that makes you feel unsafe, you stand in your power, you tell that person exactly how you feel, make sure that you're protected. Oh, sorry. There, hon. Protected by angels. Hold on. I'm not trying to be a smarty pants. Hold on one sec here. I don't know how to do it when we only, there we go, when we only have two people. So protected by angels, you are cherished by the angels.
Which is funny because you went to cut that. So I was like, let me see what this says. And this is a reminder, literally. On a rock is carved, don't forget.
That's right.
Don't forget who you are.
Yeah. Don't lose yourself to suit someone else because it's entirely not worth it.
Exactly.
And I guess that's what it's saying. Like, so you're protected by the angels if you feel that you need to stand up for yourself in terms of I am who I am and I don't apologize for it. Right. And, let's be honest. I'm not trying to make this into something that it's not. If someone loves you, if someone likes you, they should like you or love you for you, not for only the good bits. Do you know what I mean?
Or only the bits that suit them. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to be polite.
You're welcome.
That's what we got for you, love. Hi, Warrior Girl. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, so Steve is up next. We have Andrea and then Ellen R after that. Good job, my friend. Don't screw it up yet. We're not finished. We have a half an hour to go, so that's pretty good. Good timing on our parts. So a long while ago, Steve was in Ron's chat, and I was on Ron's show, and he said for reading, and I got that someone was coming into his life. So this is the mystery girl that he's referring to, that he wasn't looking for. You still pick up on that. Can't find what you're not looking for, nevertheless. So I'm going to use my tarot cards for this one and just see. I'll pull out 3 cards. We'll see, Steve. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We appreciate you. Make sure to check out Anna Banana's channel if you're not already subscribed. If a mod, I don't know if there's a mod here or not, can pop her chat or her channel link in the chat. It'd be hard to pop the chat in your channel, but I mean you could try, but yes, Andrea. Yes, Amanda is the friend that has a crush using smoke screens. Yeah.
Okay. This is not a 3-card spread. Sorry.
She's not sorry at all.
It didn't make any sense, so I had to pull more. Okay. Right now, you have literally put yourself in a cage. And I kind of get that feeling with the comment that you made. Yeah, can't find what you're not looking for. But at the same time, we all know when you go hunting for love, you find the wrong thing. So, to me, this seems like not only were you not looking for it, you put up boundaries to it unknowingly. There's a part of you that wants that partner, but at the same time, there's a part of you that still wants to be you. It's like a subconscious fear of you yourself changing just to please that other person. When in reality, it's 2 individuals creating a stronger whole that makes a relationship work, not people turning into chameleons just to be accepted. Okay. Currently, the High Priestess of Water is telling you that change is coming. You have to be open to it in order for it to happen. If you fight the change, you're going to lose any possibility of finding this person. Because you have the ability to summon this relationship if it's what you want. You have to remember, it has to be what you really desire. Otherwise, she's just going to walk on by and you're not even going to notice. For all we know, she may have walked on by several times. And your own personal barrier has kept you from seeing her. And the reason I said that is because the very next card was invisible.
I bet.
The way you're presenting yourself when you're out in public, if you're not with a tight-knit group, you're pretty much playing it so down low that you have become invisible to certain people. And it may come across as you're afraid to have a relationship. So the girl, the woman may see you, she may be intrigued by you, but whatever it is you're putting out there, it's like, I want to be hidden. So she's not making that connection with you. Because right now, it's almost as if you're not whole. This is just a fragment of the puzzle. There's something you have not healed, something you don't even want to look at, that's keeping the puzzle of M. Steve from being visible, from being right there front and center.
Whoops.
Work on that puzzle piece.
Go up there, buddy.
And you will be visible again.
You
won't be hiding yourself. And she will find you. It will be almost like magic. It will just click.
Sit on the... Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm done. The cat literally jumped on the desk and I'm like, no, you can't do that. So
you
what
cannot have the cards.
Lay on the cards or chew my hair. I'm not sure which.
Yes, both.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So that was interesting what you were saying about may not have noticed. And listen, I'm if you're not looking for it, you're not looking for it. If you don't want it, you don't want it. But that's what this is what the cards are. I got the Queen of Fire in your past, not too distant past. Queen of Fire is a fire sign, right? So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That could be literally anyone in your life, but that is the person that's showing up. Okay, and it's interesting because I'm not trying to let Anna's reading influence mine, but what Anna's saying is what I'm picking up in my cards as well. So there's the person, right? In the not too distant past. In the current spot, we have the Three of Fire. That is your vision. That's your goals. That's your expansion, working towards something, right? You are focused on whatever it is that you're doing. You don't really have room or the mindset to let anything sort of interfere with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. The outcome is the Ten of Air. So the Ten of Air, or the Ten of Swords, is stress. It's endings. It's a time of recovery, because when you get to the tens, you're literally at the end of a cycle, right? So you're processing, you're merging, you're purging. So when Anna said carrying those burdens, right? It's an opportunity to free yourself from that stress. If you can figure out what caused the stress. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Fire. So that's an interesting card because this is sort of like the overlying energy, right? It's creative, it's enthusiastic, it's motivated. So like you are working really hard at trying to get this vision, this goal, whatever you're working on, you're really trying to focus all of your attention on it. And so I think that the 10 of Air is just don't overwork yourself. That's what that's about. So then I was like, okay, pull one more card because none of this really makes any sense, Kelly. We've got gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And I just sort of went, that's interesting because Anna literally said about maybe she's already been and you missed it because you weren't looking for it. You know what I mean? You weren't like picking up all the rocks and going, hey, you know what I mean? Not saying that she was hiding under a rock, but you understand what I mean, right? Like if she didn't walk up right in front of your face and go, hi, Steve, I'm the girl that Kelly read or found seen in her, you know what I mean? Like maybe you might have missed it. If you're not looking for it and you didn't, maybe you missed the signals or the signs. I don't know. There's something in here between this 10 of Air and this gratitude, right? So if you can free yourself from whatever this is, whatever that stress load is, and put that to where it needs to be put and allowing yourself to feel more free from it, from those burdens, that will increase your gratitude. When your gratitude is increased, your vibration is increased, your heart is open. And I'm not trying to make the reading work for me. I'm literally like, that's what I got for you. So regardless of whether a person comes into your life or they don't come into your life, I want to say to you to try to find a little bit more balance, right? Make sure that you're more balanced.
And that's where the fragment card came in because he's not whole right now. There's something that he is not, there's something that he has avoided looking at to get that sense of, okay, I'm healed and I can move forward.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't have that current mindset, he's got this barrier.
Yep.
Is why he's trapped. He has put himself in a birdcage for safety. And in that birdcage, he cannot see her.
You can't make this crap up, Steve. I mean, you really can't. I mean, seriously. You've seen me all shuffling that, right? While you were talking?
Yep.
I mean, maybe it's reintroducing yourself to yourself, right? Falling in love with yourself again. Maybe it's that.
Okay. Steve, your comment was, I feel pretty calm. I am not. Okay. I am not a psychologist, psychiatrist, or therapist. That said, I can honestly tell you, and it more than likely would not surprise you, that women are automatically seen as emotional, volatile, and kind of destructive emotionally.
At a certain age, yes. Hi, Liz.
I can tell you from my perspective, I can get calm. I can be in the most horrible. Okay, I'm gonna share something that is kind of hard, but still. My father died 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, literally in my face. And the way I personally deal with issues, I was calm. There were no tears. There were no screams of anger or sorrow or shock. I was almost robotic, but I could function. I could make decisions. I could drive. I could make phone calls. I could handle anything. Does not mean I was dealing with the issue. Here it is, 3 years later. And aside from a 2-minute cry fest at his funeral, I have not actually mourned the man the way I should. I'm calm. I'm not depressed or whatnot. I have separated. It's what I do best. When I cannot deal with the emotion, I separate. And I don't really notice how it's affecting my life until it's brought to my attention. I think I'm going along perfectly fine until I get slapped upside the head with a couple of home truths. Okay. So maybe you need to listen to other people's opinions on things. When I say that, I'm talking about when they ask you what's wrong and you're like, nothing. Because I know that's a man's favorite saying. Nothing, I'm fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on in my head. I'm not thinking about anything. That's a lie. I'm sorry. It's a freaking lie. We can see it on your face. The thing is, you've separated yourself from the situation, so you're not actively thinking about it. Doesn't mean you're actually calm. You're just separated. Take some time to look at yourself. Understand yourself. Accept yourself. That's the biggest key. Accepting yourself. And you will then be able to open up to the random female who decides, oh, damn, you're a cutie. Oh, damn, you're a sweetie. You know, you never know what's going to happen. I'm not saying you have to get into a relationship, but it's nice to be noticed like that. It's nice to be given those little uplifting words every now and then. Allow yourself the ability to accept that. That's all.
You know what I want to say? I want to say allow yourself to be noticed.
Exactly.
No.
Because you deserve to be noticed.
Absolutely. We have Andrea for me, and then one more reading. One starts in 15 minutes.
Oh.
Hello, the Fresh Tarot. Welcome for being here. Welcome for being here. Hello, good English on me. Thank you for being here. You're most welcome. Good grief. Andrea, this is interesting. So reading on the housing, it's dicey for me right now. Questioning move and to where. This is interesting. So I use the tarot, right? We start out with the Three of Earth, right? The Three of Pentacles, working together, collaborations, working with the community, partnerships. We've got the Four of Earth. So this is either saving for the move or perhaps trying to control the expenditure of the move. And when I say that, I'm not trying to mince my words. I'm literally choosing my words carefully, because this card, the Four of Earth, can either be about being really frugal or being overly extravagant, right? But it's about control on those two things. So you're either holding on to really, really tight and saying like, no, I can't move there because it's too expensive. No, can't move there. I don't want to spend the money. That kind of thing. Or you literally saying, it could be saying like, you know what? I want that house, even though there's no way I can afford it, because then the move isn't really true. Does that make sense? Then it's not going to happen. Okay. The last card that I got is the renewal card. So this is judgment. Okay. This is self-reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth, which is lovely in terms of, are you going to move? On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 8 of air, right? Self-doubt, confusion, arguing with your free will, trying to negotiate whether or not this is right or this is wrong, or should you or shouldn't you, or why you are or why you're not. And I don't know your circumstances. Like, I don't know, like, you know, are you just selling your house because you want to move somewhere else, or do you have to leave? You know what I mean? Is the place that you live in, is it comfortable and okay for you, or is it a problem? You know, like are your neighbors like crazy about, you know, like up all night or whatever the case may be? You know what I mean? Like, whatever those circumstances are, only you can reconcile whether those work for you or not, right? But if you allow those circumstances to get in your way, in terms of, you know, my neighbor vacuums at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep, and she knows that I'm trying to sleep, and I can't move because I can't afford it, all of a sudden now it becomes like a trapped situation. And all you do is think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it. If I had the money, if I could move, if I could go there, but my son is here, or my daughter is here, or my grandkid is here, or my teacher, or my whatever, you know what I mean? And the wheel is like, you're gone. The hamster wheel is moving. So that's what I'm kind of trying to get across. That's what I'm getting on these cards. This is interesting. I pulled 2 cards here. Okay, we've got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Andrea, read that card, honey. Read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Freeze it, replay it back, read it. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And answering the call, literally at the door, at the gateway there, the time is now. Now, I don't mean to be rude when I say this, because obviously there are things that have to happen for you to move. But if you feel that you need to move, then move. You know what I mean? Like, put that plan into motion and make it happen for yourself. It doesn't have to happen next week or 6 months from now or even 12 months from now. But if that's what you want, then make that your intention, manifest it, and move towards on that plan. Don't get all caught up in the details. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but
Nope, you're right. Because I went ahead and pulled 5 cards. I just said screw the 3-card reading. You're coming on a new beginning. This is the fletching card. It's literally kind of like the Fool card. It's a new experience that you need to think about. And you need to think about it not in the sense of whether or not you're going to do it, but how you're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you got all that self-doubt. Sorry.
Exactly. Self-doubt. You need to stand in your confidence. You need to acknowledge who you are, what you want, and expect to get it. Expect what you need. Therein lies the issue, because there are differences. There's a difference between what you need and what you want.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to figure out, because what you need is not expensive. What you want is. What can you live without? What is absolutely essential for you to have in a new place to live? It does not have to be a mini palace to stroke your ego. It needs to be a place for you to be safe, for you to be comfortable, for you to feel respected. Okay? Right. Once you can make the difference between, once you understand the difference between what you want and what you need, you have fulfillment. the perfect place for you will just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that, Angie. I get what you're saying, and that would be a difficult situation for anyone. And so, in terms of what we've both said, like, so you already know the answer to the question, right? And what it is, if you don't mind me saying, sorry, Anna, I sort of feel like that's like, why do I have to do this, right? I'm not in a position to do this, right? Now, and I don't mean like you're being put out, but it feels like you have to make all these sacrifices and all these decisions and all these changes, and you're like you were just watching TV. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not your problem.
And when you face something like that, unbeknownst to you,
It's difficult.
You sabotage yourself.
Yeah.
Because
it's the worry that sabotages you, because
that's why I say unbeknownst to you.
Yeah, think of all the other things, right?
You're thinking of so many different things that you're not focused on what you need.
Yeah.
What you need to be safe, what you need
like
to
you
move
said.
forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what would be an interesting experiment for you, Andrew, would be to look at it in terms of like almost like a pros and cons list. But on the pro side, it's not about what would the move do for you, but how would you feel not having that stress. So if you were there and this wasn't your situation and you wanted to move just because you wanted to, what would you benefit from it, right? Because at some point, you living in that situation is not healthy for you, right? So whether it was about the money or whether, I mean, maybe you live right on the fault line, you know what I mean? Like whatever the circumstances is, it doesn't really sound like it's a positive environment for you. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, right, overcome your obstacles. You can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything you want. And for me, I just want out, because that would be too much for me to deal with, right? It's not right and it's not fair, and I get that, but I would just want out. Now, having said all that, everybody please make sure that at 8:30 you all go over to see Ron, because Ron's going live, and we promised that we would be done by 8:30. We have 7 minutes. This is for Ellen. Go. No. No pressure.
I didn't realize we still had one more reading, so ooh.
I hope that helps a little bit, Andrea. I know it's not an easy situation for you, and I think that it would be helpful if everyone in the chat could send Andrea some love and some protection. And I would call upon Archangel Michael perhaps to protect you and keep you safe, so that you felt a little more confident in your surroundings. And tonight on the full moon, I would be setting my intentions, and I would be manifesting the you-know-what out of it.
Heck yeah. With a couple of crystals on top of them manifestations. Just to supercharge the... Okay.
Sorry.
So, it's all good. Ellen, dear, I don't know what's going on in your life. That said, what you need to let go of, oddly enough, is taking risks. I don't know if only you can say if it resonates with you, but it's almost like you're dipping your toe in different pools, trying to figure out which one is just right for you. Kind of like Goldilocks. No, this one's too hot. No, this one's too cold. No. Oh, I think this one's perfect. Stop trying all these different. Follow what your heart pulls you to. What makes you smile, what makes you laugh. Follow a path that increases how often you do that. if you follow a path that brings you joy, it gives you power. The more power you have, the easier it becomes for you to be successful. And that's what spirit wants for you. Success. Okay? And through
put that card back up there. Look. Like that's no joke.
There you go. And through your success, you get to see the truth of those people who have been holding you back, who have been lying to you. To include the many times you have lied to yourself. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of us to acknowledge, when we have lied to ourselves. But the deceit, whether it came from within or without, that has surrounded you will be on full display. What you do with it is up to you, but it will be on full display.
Well, this is what I've got for you, Liv. So what's falling away is emotions are running high. Okay. I know exactly what Anna meant by that, because I have anxiety, panic disorder, and depression, and I've had it for 10 years. And when my anxiety is high, I literally have to do 7 things at once just to keep myself relatively calm. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm trying everything I can, and I'm literally white knuckling everything, holding on for dear life, because I'm trying so hard not to panic, meaning not to have a panic attack. That's what I think Anna was trying to get at in that, like, you don't have to like give something 3 seconds. Oh, it doesn't work. Well, I'm going to try something else. You know what I mean? Like, just slow down a little bit, right? So I think your emotions are running high because I feel like you think that you're being tested somehow. Okay. Whether you're testing yourself, like Anna said, because I'm getting a little bit of that too, here in the cards. I love you right back, Andrew. Thank you, my friend. So the second card was, what is the full moon illuminating, right? Consciousness, happy success, accepting the success, bringing it into you. Well, you're not going to get it. It's not going to come in. And even if it does, you're not going to enjoy it because you're too busy trying to like move so fast through everything, right? It's like, imagine if you were just going through a revolving door. You don't know whether you're in the building or out of the building because you're just going around in circles, right? Stop. Just slow down. What's coming next for you is the ticket. If you can make this work, and this is a great night to do this. Surrender. I can release my need to control, right? Release your need to control of the narrative, the situation, the outcome. Release your need to hold on to some imaginary date or some imaginary time frame that you know, like, I want to lose 10 pounds by next Thursday. Okay, great. What happens if you only lose 5? What happens if you lost 10 pounds by 3 Thursdays from now? Would that make any difference? I mean, if the goal was to lose the weight and you still lost the weight, but you said it was next Thursday. And what happens is on Tuesday, you get on the scale and you're like, oh my God, it's not going to happen. Then you get on the scale on Wednesday and now you like, I can't look at myself in the mirror. I'm such a failure. I can't do anything right. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I starve myself. Like, you just made that whole thing for no reason at all because you put a false expectation on yourself. So
what I find more difficult to deal with is you put that expectation to lose the 10 pounds by Thursday, and you magically, miraculously manage to lose the 10 pounds by Tuesday. But when Thursday rolls around, you've gained some of that back. And you end up feeling like a failure.
Well, yeah, it's the same idea. It's like it's defeat because you have told yourself something that's not true.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have put an expectation on yourself that you had no business doing. And if you didn't put that expectation on yourself, you would be jumping up and down for joy because you did it, right? So try really hard to like slow down. And the best advice that I could give you is when you do something, take a step back and like say it out loud. Channel your inner illegally what's that
Legally
movie?
Blonde.
Legally Blonde, when she is at the end of the trail and she's like, we did it. Like channel that.
Yeah.
Take a step back and celebrate everything that you do, allowing yourself like a day just to marinate in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Allow yourself that time. Because what that's going to do is like that's going to push your focus, and you're going to stop.
Thank you,
trying
Mark.
to get to the next thing, if that makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you. We love you, and we hope that you have.
Don't forget to go see Ron.
Yes, Ron is on live now at 8:30. His guest is Ivana Intuitive. We thank you very much, and from my family to you guys, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. For anyone who is celebrating, I am most grateful and most thankful for you, my friend, and for you, everyone in the chat, and just for being here. So, thank you, my friend. She's not even answering me. I'm like, nice.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, my friend. I love you.
I love you too. See, you say thank you, my friends, and I know you and I are going to be here for like another hour at least.
Maybe.
While we watch Ron at the same time.
We love you guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Man, my kids.